Going over classwork 167, the word problems. So number 1 on 265. Ready? I've asked you like 6 times to get your desk organized and be ready, and you're still not ready there.
I'm sorry.
Let's go. Okay. Number 1 has to deal with 10,500. Is your notebook organized there? Okay.
Wait, I think we didn't have to do.
Come on. CW167. All right. Says bonds are worth 10,500 that pay 11% annual interest. The interest is paid semi-annually in 2 equal installments. How much is in each payment? You would have to find that interest and then divide it in 2. So you should have had, it was like,
577.5.
yeah, 577.5. Are we okay there?
I think that we didn't have to do more than that.
Yeah, you had to do it. You just didn't have to do 5 and 6. It's a good thing I'm not doing a homework quiz on that today. All right, number 2. A car loan at an annual rate of 16% for 2 years is to be repaid in 24 equal monthly payments, including principal and interest. How much is each of these payments? So you had to find the interest divided by 24. Divide your 4,650 by 24. Is that what you did?
No. I did 4,650 times 60% times 2, and then divided by 24.
Yeah. So then you should have gotten 255.75.
Yeah, had to add it.
Okay, had to add it.
I
Okay.
did compound interest. So I got like 260.
Okay. We want it not compound interest.
I compound.
I know. I'm sorry. We're going to look at instances today where you would do compound or simple.
And then what would you add that to? Because I got 62.
So what did you do?
4,650 times 16% times 2.
So that's your interest. Does that make sense? So you could add that back to your principal and then divide by 24.
Again.
Because your principal plus your interest is how much you're going to repay altogether, like your big amount that you're going to repay, turn around, and then divide by 24. All right, number 3. Gilbert White wants to borrow $2,250 for 3 years to remodel his garage. The annual rate is 18%. If the principal and interest are repaid in equal monthly installments, how much will each installment be? So 3 years is how many months? 36 months? So you do 2,250 times 0.18 times 3, right? Yeah. Is equal to 1,215 plus my original principal divided by 36. Yeah, $96.25 each month.
Yes. Wait, what was 2 again?
$255.75.
I think I added something.
Okay. Fernando Lopez can borrow $5,640 at 12.5% for 4 years or 3 years at 15%. Find the total amount to be repaid on each loan. Which amount is smaller? So the total amount at 12.5 would be $8,460. The total amount at 15% is $8,178. So obviously the 15% loan is a better deal. Does that make sense?
What did you get?
You guys aren't shaking your head, so part of me thinks like you didn't do it.
I got that
What
part.
did you get for 12.5% again?
8,460. So you should have done 5,640 times 0.125 times 4, and you got 2,820. Add it back to your original principal.
No, I had 2,820, and then I had
You have
2,520.
okay. That's because you found the interest. You have to add it back to the principal.
That's how much
Oh, I think
That's how much you
I
pay
thought,
back.
I thought you were finding the
Sorry?
low
You
for
only divide it
Dawn.
once.
I got 50
Or
back.
like,
Why do I
for
need
number 2, would you only divide it once or twice?
You would divide by 24.
Before you add it or after?
You could add it together and then divide by 24. So that's 4. All right. Let's go to 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the next one. River. So your answers need to be really close. Rounding is going to alter your answers maybe by $1 or $2. But it's not going to be significant. It's not going to be hundreds of dollars. So number 1, the River Bank and Trust Company pays 10% compounded semi-annually on their 18-month certificates. How much would a certificate for $1,600 be worth at maturity? Maturity just means at the end of the cycle. Does that make sense? Just another word. So it should be worth $1,852.20-ish. About that. Okay? Mike Estrada invested $1,250 at 9.6% compounded monthly. How much of his investment was his investment worth at the end of 3 months? So you'd have 3 separate compounds, and it should be $1,280.24.
I got
Would you do
1,645.
1250 times 0.096 and add that to 1250 and do that 2 more times?
Let's do that one. So this is number 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 2. Interest equals your principal times your rate times your time. So my principal is $1,250. My rate is 0.096. This is where you could have gone wrong and done 0.96 instead of 0.096. Anybody looking at their math for that? Times times 1. Yeah, so what is that?
120.
120? So add that plus my 120 and I get
1,270.
times 0.096 times, should it be 1 or is it 1/3?
I got one.
I think it's 1. It's 1 because we're doing it in 3 months.
You just do it 3 times. Just
I just did 1.
Actually, 3 months is a third, or no, it's a fourth.
1 month is 1/3 of 3 months.
But we're looking for 3 months.
Yeah.
It's not annual.
3 months quarterly or monthly.
So
You
it's
told us
times
that
one.
if it's 1 year,
oh
Yeah.
no.
I'm
Okay.
doing compound order.
if it's 3 months,
All right, let's see. Let me see. We're going to try it 2 different ways and see. Maybe I told you wrong. It's very possible.
It's 131.82.
What is
They
it?
get 1501 point.
Okay, I don't need a whole lot of talking right now.
$144.15.
Thank you. What is it?
1645.67.
So I said the answer was, let's try it with 1/3, and maybe that's how this answer in my book.
Wait, so the answer, what's the answer again?
The book says it's $1,280.20.
Well, I did .083.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be 1/4?
Would you,
I put
for the 1/3, would you do 0.33? Or how would you do 0.33 repeating?
You could just do 1 divided by 3 in parentheses.
Wouldn't it be 1/4 though? But it's because it's 3 months.
No. Let me just see if this gets me the right answer.
If you,
This is worded tricky. Sorry,
put .083.
Stephen, we're just
I got
experimenting.
12
around.
cents off.
Okay, I want you to start crunching my numbers. Go. What is it? 40. 40?
Yes.
Okay, so plus 40. How you put this in your calculator is 1 divided by 3 in parentheses. What's that?
41.28.
40.
1.28.
I've calculated them like fractions, so I can't do fractions or decimal form.
Okay, crunch that.
42.60.
Already recorded.
What's that?
12
We still aren't getting what's in
Yeah,
the
zero,
book.
zero, three, three, let's try one.
I got 12 cents off, but I put .093
Okay.
instead of
I don't want to hear you talking. I don't want to hear you playing with your calculators. Stop.
Would it be 1/12?
Compounded monthly. Make his investment worth at the end of 3 months. Maybe. Let's try that. Let's try that. 1250. So you're in charge of crunching numbers.
Okay, what I can
Go.
10.
Yeah, I was right. Yeah, I did do it right.
Hey, Isidore. No.
10.08. $10.16.
That's not going to give us. Is that what I said? No. Let me think about this one. I don't know how else we could compound it. 1/4. 1/4 is going to be a little bit less than this. Right?
What is the answer to this?
The answer in the book is supposed to be 1,280 point. Oh yeah, 24. Oh, that's the answer. Oh, God. Oh, Heather, this is the answer.
Thank you.
Thanks. Kathleen gets the gold star of the day. So I guess no.
Shut up. We'll beat you up in a second. She should.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Okay, this is how we know how to do this.
Oh, good.
I guess because it's monthly. But I thought.
You told us that if we do it monthly, it's times 1.
I understand what I told you. I remember what I told you, Jan. Are you ready to go out and lynch me in the front lobby?
Yes.
I need to go out and take a break.
You have no comment on this, so just zip it. Don't even.
Wait, why?
No, because I didn't address you.
But it was
Okay?
an open
Nope.
session?
No, it wasn't. You're done.
I thought it was. That's a bad word.
Okay, here we go. I guess we know that this is monthly, so we need to account for our months as 12. So sorry I told you wrongly yesterday. I thought that since my whole time was 3 months, that my 3 months divided into monthly installments would be each month separately. I didn't think that they needed to be accounted for as 1/12.
We should do 1/12.
No, that's the problem. Only, I guess monthly could be 1/12. Yeah, I guess so. Monthly could be 1/12. Sam, don't touch Zoe.
I'm not touching her.
Don't touch your desk. All right, let's look at.
Can you leave that up there? Because I want to.
Yeah, of course. Okay, if you didn't write this down, please do so now. Yeah, so I was wrong when I told you that monthly because the base unit was monthly. So monthly has to be 1/12. Kevin and Joe, stop chattering.
I'm just making sure he understands.
Okay.
You're a good friend. I know.
I think Kevin's doing a whole lot of understanding over there, and he needs to do a little bit more writing down. Alright, so go ahead and write this down.
Okay.
Okay, number 3 and 4, instead of solving for the interest, you had to solve for the rate. And you should have just substituted into this equation right there. Number 3 should have been 12%.
What?
12%.
Right? Oh, no, you just had to find it. And 4 should have been 15%. No, sorry, you weren't solving for the interest. You were solving to see which one's the better deal.
Yeah, I didn't even get a.
What?
I didn't even get a.
Sorry, you wouldn't have gotten a percent. Sorry, I said wrong. You would have found that the 12% simple interest was a better deal, and the 15% compounded semi-annually was a better deal. No?
Yes.
So
Yes.
A,
Yes.
also
Sure.
A,
That's how
like
we
the
do
first
it,
one, A on letter, or on 3, and then B on 4.
Yeah, sure. Is that what you put, A and B?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. You guys are so funny. All right.
I don't know, that's how I.
That's fine.
22.
Okay, here we go. Ready for today. So we're still working with interest. Just a heads up, this is the last section before the end of this chapter.
Oh, there's nothing at the end of the book. I'm like, I don't care.
You had like
No, I don't.
Oh,
I
Libby.
got pencils.
You are more than capable.
It's actually my assistant, my paragraph.
Is this Starburst 2.0?
I got the
Yeah, Gabe, yours was easy to learn about.
Your favorite subject
Yeah.
is history, Asdor? What?
We're just learning
Is
about
your
dead
favorite
people.
subject history?
I like history
I didn't
because
wrote
we
something down and I
just go off.
I'm sure nobody wrote math as their favorite.
No.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah,
I actually did. I was thinking about doing that, but then I thought that maybe
It gets so boring quickly.
That's a lot.
I was thinking about it, but then I thought, please, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking about that. Screw that, I'm doing lunch.
Hey, boys.
Oh,
Here we go. All right. Objective for today is to solve mixed problems involving percents. So we're going to start this today. I'm not sure if we're going to finish it or not.
Totally.
Oh, my goodness, you guys.
That's an extra day of doing this, Kathleen.
We'll finish it up on Monday.
It's fishing out.
Oh, no, you're still going to have
Fishing
homework.
out.
Good try. Okay.
It's 8 problems.
I want you to open up your book to 270. Okay, this is the deal. Don't make me be mean. Get your book open and get ready to go.
Don't make you be you.
Hey,
That's just natural.
Mrs. Later me.
the natural tendencies come out. Okay, let's look at example 1 here. I'm on page 270. I've got example 1. It says Eve Malik had a yearly salary of $27,000 or $27,600. She is paid in equal amounts twice a month. Okay, come on, get it together. She and her employer each pay 6.7% of her salary to Social Security. What is the combined amount paid to Social Security for Eve each pay period? Okay. Says the solution.
Oh, sorry.
Get your math book open! Goodness gracious! You don't even have it on your desk!
They're obviously sharing a book.
They're not.
You're on YouTube.
She's working on her problem here.
Are you doing your grammar homework still?
Yeah, she is. Right in front of me. Oh, you guys. All right.
That's how we are.
The solution. The problem asks for the combined amount paid to Social Security. We know her yearly salary is $27,600. She gets 2 paychecks a month. 6.7%, her and her employer both pay into Social Security. So 2 payments a month for 12 months is 2 times 12, which is 24 paychecks. Okay, she gets 24 paychecks a year. 27,600 divided by 24 is 1,150 as her salary payment. Okay, before anything is taken out. Where'd they get what?
1,000.
They took her paycheck, her amount, her yearly salary. Okay, 27,600. Divided it by 24, which are the installments that she's paid. So when you get paid and you're on salary, you agree with your employer that over the course of the year, they're going to take the money they owe you and they're going to pay you in installments throughout the year. Okay? So, like at ICA, we get paid once a month. We get paid on the first of the month, every month. So we get paid 12 times a year. Okay, and it has to last you the whole month. Most places are paid twice a month. So you're paid at the beginning of the month, in the middle of the month, or the middle of the month and the end of the month. Okay? So that's what's going on here. She gets paid 24, she gets a paycheck put into her account 24 times a year. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So they take the salary, which is 27,600. Divide by the 24 times she gets paid, and she gets $1,150 every other week, every 2 weeks, twice a month.
Like, is that each payment?
That's each payment, each paycheck.
So, oh wow.
Okay?
That's a good chip or dough.
Yeah.
For shopping.
I want to be able to make that much money.
That's
Yeah.
not even that large.
Okay. So, her Social Security paid on each payment. She pays 6.7%, and her employer pays 6.7%. Does that make sense? So, we're going to go ahead and multiply 1150 times 0.067. Crunch that.
77.05.
77.05.
And may or not be in the book.
Oh, that's right. It's in the book. Okay? So, she pays this, but her employer also pays $77.05. So, all together, how much is contributed to her account?
$154.10.
Chris, that was crazy.
No, I'm gonna be the best Burger King employer ever.
Okay.
He's gonna work.
All right, let's go ahead and read through this example. Property taxes at Jackson County are $1.42 per $100 of assessed value of the property. Okay, so let me tell you what this is saying. This is talking about, so say you own a house, okay? They have to figure out how much to tax you. Now, somebody that owns a house that is this big, okay, they want to keep it fair and make sure that everybody pays the same amount of taxes no matter how big your house is. So, in this situation, everybody pays $1.42 per $100. So, if this house is only worth the $800, and this house is worth $8,000, you're going to get taxed on every $100.
Smaller houses are
It's like an iPhone 6.
Yeah, but houses don't bend.
iPhone 6s don't. It was just a theory.
Remember the warning about 2 months ago for the two of you? I'll be here until 4:30 this afternoon. I'm done.
Oh, she just gave you the look.
Come from day.
Yes.
Now I see.
Everybody pays the same amount per the value of their house. So that's what this is talking about. Just so you know, because some of this is confusing to you, possibly. Because you're trying to figure out what this all means. Assessed value is 60% of the actual market value. So there's a difference in the market value. The market value is what you can sell your house for. The assessed value, so this is just verbiage. The assessed value is what the county in which you live in values your house at. Usually the market value is more or less because it's based on what people are willing to pay for it. Does that make sense? The market value is only what somebody's willing to pay for it. You could have the same house, so I'll use what's in this area right here. In Norwood, and the same house in Hyde Park. Okay? Hyde Park, you could have a really small house. In Norwood, you could have a really big house. But because of the market value, they could be priced exactly the same. Does that make sense? Because it's worth more somewhere else. People are willing to pay more for it in one area of town than they are for it in another area of town. Does that make sense? Yeah. So a giant house, you could get a big, big house in Norwood and a smaller house in Hyde Park. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Okay. So that's why you have to be, that's what the market value states. So market value and assessed value. This is a lot of words for you guys. If taxes on a home are $681.60, what's the market value of the property? Okay, so they're substituting in here. Let's see where the numbers go. Okay? We know that the taxes are $681.60. The tax rate is $1.42 per 100 of assessed value. The assessment rate is 60% of the market value. Woo-hoo! We're going to take the money. So money is 681.260 and divide it by the money as $1.42, right? Is that what that per 100? All right. We're going to divide this to see how many 100s this house is worth. Okay? It is, so this house is 480. Okay? Then we're going to multiply it by 100 for the assessed value. So this is how many hundreds are in here. Does that make sense? So this divided by this. Then we're going to multiply it by 100 to get the assessed value. Then multiply by 60% to get the market value. My goodness, that's a lot. So the market value they're saying is at $80,000. This is hard.
Should we not do it?
Wow.
My brain hurts.
I know.
I don't think you're right.
Can we please
All right.
stay 13?
Oh my goodness. Skip 13?
No, can we stay 13, please?
Stay
This
13?
section, yeah.
This is like super like my adult life.
If you say it's hard, then it's gonna be triple.
Oh my goodness. It's just what's hard is the verbiage that they're using. You have to know what all the words mean.
What's hard?
You guys could crunch the numbers, no doubt. All right, let's look at this example from my book. This isn't in your book. Let's write it down.
Good job, Sam.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
Wait, but we didn't find out how much the market value was.
80,000. It's right there in your book.
I know.
All right. The creator here, this is right up your alley.
Chris.
It's just me.
Because you're obsessed with video games.
What is royalty?
Okay, the royalty. So when it's okay, I just leave it there. The royalty is how much. So if I write a book, if I make a video game, if I produce a movie, each time that is sold, I get a certain percentage.
Shark Tank. They always say
Exactly.
once.
It's just like Shark Tank.
Except less people.
royalty of the selling price.
Should we write this down?
Yes.
No, I see.
That's so gross. How about his hair?
That's a short one.
I used to watch these of Ginger.
Excuse me.
Teenagers singing today.
I have absolutely no idea. Sorry.
Is it smiling?
It was kind of this
Okay,
morning.
you're writing.
Sorry.
Okay. You have to figure out what your interpreted information has to be here. What information do they not give you that you need? And if I were you, I think I probably would set up a ratio. Okay? I want you to try to solve this. Go. In your notebook. Go. You're fine. Well, some people are. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
I need to.
You
should have asked. What was that?
You noticed?
It's so weird. He always told me wait for the big amount.
So you just take.
Okay.
Wait.
Royalties.
What?
It's okay.
8%.
Excuse me. A royalty is so, like, say, so this person that makes this game, each game that is sold in the store, that person gets 8% of the proceeds. The company gets the rest, but that's how people make their money. So, like, Harry Potter was a big thing. She negotiated a royalty that was really high, and then she made tons of money. If you remember,
Because that's what life is all about.
J.K.
making
Rowling.
money. Yeah. All right. What information do you need to know that is not given here?
How many
Directly.
sold?
No.
The price of the game.
Okay, I'm looking for the price of the game, but what information is here that do you need that is not given directly? Well,
How much the creator gets?
I know the creator gets 8%.
Well, the amount of money.
Okay, do I need to know that?
No.
You
Mine?
know the percent the company gets.
Okay, I've been given this. I think Kara's got it. The royalty is 8%. The company gets this much per game. What do I not have given here, Kara?
Is it how many games are sold?
No, I don't need to know how many games are sold at all.
You're just finding the selling price of one game.
I want the selling price of one game. Kathleen?
The percentage the company that produces a game gets.
You do 10.10 divided by 8%.
No, it's just 92%.
Okay? My company, this is the creator. What's the percentage of the money that the company gets?
92%.
The company gets 92%. Okay? So I want to know 92% of X is 1010. Because that's how much money the company makes. Solve that. You can do that very
I know
easily.
how much money. $10.98.
Yes, $10.98.
If you set up
Which
a ratio,
means
could that work
The
too?
guy who made the
Did
game.
you get that?
Yeah.
Yep.
If you did 92 over 100 equals 10, 10 over x.
Which means the guy who made the game gets
Would it
88
work?
cents.
Would it work if I
That's
did
not very good.
8 over 100?
Well,
or-
so
well,
it's
10
Hold on!
What?
Say what?
Would it work if I do 8 over 100 equals x over 10 and 10?
Wait, what?
And then added that to 10, 10.
Does that work?
I got 7 cents off.
Then it doesn't work. No, because this is the creator over the whole,
Watch.
and it would have to be creator over. I bet. No, because we don't have the whole price. This right here, Sam, would work
Oh, yeah.
because this is the whole price. So you could find that and then add it to your 1010. Does that make sense?
Wait,
That's
so
how you could set up a ratio.
How do you do it?
So how did I do? You could do it in numerous ways. How did I do it? I set up an equation that said 0.92 times x is equal to 10.10. I divided. Sorry, I'm just trying to stay on the same frame so Stephen can see me. Okay, I divided both sides by 0.92, and 10.10 divided by 0.92 is this.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let me look for homework. Hold on. I'm not going to give you anything that's too hard.
Page 1.
Let's do page 271, 1 and 2.
Sounds good.
So much fun.
We start in class together.
You have like 10 seconds left of class.
Wait, what page?
All right. Your homework is page 271, number 1 and 2.
Where's the maintenance?
What?
Where's the maintenance?
What do you mean? Where's the maintenance?
She didn't do it. I thought I did. I thought I grabbed it, but I didn't.